Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Hafeez Aslam, and today I am here to discuss the biology MCQs of Sunday test quarter book test series that's been started. So first MCQs we are going to discuss, that is a lock and key hypothesis were put forward by. This MCQs has been selected from chapter number 3, enzymes, from the topics enzymes mechanisms. There are two theories. One is the lock and key hypothesis, and another is induced fit models. So lock and key hypothesis, this theory that was put forward by a scientist Emil Fischer. So that's why the correct option, that is option B, is considered to be correct, while induced fit model that was proposed by Daniel Koshlands, which is given in option first A. Anselmi Payons and Wilhelm Kohni, these are the two scientists. Anselmi Payon discovered first enzymes, while Wilhelm Kohni, he proposed the word enzyme. Coming toward the second number MCQs, which one of the following enzyme is used to convert hydrogen peroxide into water and oxygen? Same, this MCQ has been selected from chapter number 3, enzymes, and this is actually selected from the factor affecting rate of enzyme activity, enzymes concentration, substrate concentration, temperatures, and a pH. So there is a catalase enzymes which convert hydrogen peroxides into water and oxygen molecule. So correct option is B. Coming toward the third MCQs, deficiency of which vitamins cause beriberi disease? Beriberi is actually a type of disease due to the deficiency of vitamin B. In this case, fatigue, person exhaust, emotional losses occur, while the deficiency of vitamin A cause night blindness, and vitamin C cause scurvy disease. So different vitamins are there. B and C, these are the water soluble vitamins, while rest of them, they are fat soluble vitamins. Coming toward the fourth number MCQs, inactive form of enzyme is called, again this MCQ has been selected from chapter number 3, enzymes. Enzymes, most of the enzymes, they are released in inactive forms. So inactive form of enzyme, that's called as an apoenzyme. So correct option is B, apoenzymes. So this topic, that is from the cofactor, where we discuss the coenzymes, apoenzymes, holoenzyme, etc. Coming toward the chapter number, fifth number MCQs, which one of the following enzyme does not follow enzyme nomenclature? Again, that's been selected from chapter number 3, enzyme chapter, enzyme nomenclatures. Mostly, enzyme name has been placed on based upon the substrate, and we put the A's. So some of the enzymes does not follow enzyme nomenclature by having A's. That's pepsine, trypsines, and renine. So correct option is option D is correct. In renine, R-E-double N-I-N, renine, that's an enzymes that is being released by parietal cells in babies, which involve in curdling of the milk to precipitate casein proteins, help in digestions. 6 number MCQs, all of the following are the example of oxidoreductase enzyme, except, again, that's given from the chapter number 3, that is enzyme nomenclatures. There are oxidoreductase enzymes. So oxidoreductase having oxidase, peroxidase, and oxygenase, while lyases belong to hydrolases enzymes. So that's why correct option is option A. Coming toward the next MCQ, 7th, enzyme of Arctic snow flea work 8. That's a minus 10 degrees Celsius. Again, that's selected from chapter number 3, enzymes. So the topic, that's the factor affecting rate of enzymes and temperatures. For 8 number MCQ, which type of enzyme is involved to joins 2 units of substrate ligase? Again, chapter number 3, and the topic is enzyme nomenclatures. Ligase is an enzyme which join the 2 units of substrate, just like DNA ligase or RNA ligase, which join 2 substrate unit together. MCQ number 9, what is the pH of invertase? Invertase, which is also called saccharase, which converts sucrose into glucose and fructose. So correct option is option D, 4.5. Again, MCQs has been selected from chapter number 3, enzymes, and the topic is factor affecting enzyme nomenclature, pH. All of the following enzymes have same pH except trypsines. trypsines. Why? Because catalase, urease, and amylase of pancreas, they have same pH, that is a 7. So same chapter and same topic. 11. All of the following are the example of non-competitive inhibitor except sulfonamide. Sulfonamide is a big antibacterial drugs, so that's the competitive inhibitors. So chapter number 3 in the topic is inhibitors. Coming toward MCQ number 12, enzymes are very specific in their actions on a specific substrates. So option C, because they convert substrate into the product. That's the mechanism of enzymes. 13, enzymes are the polymers of amino acids. Means enzymes are actually made up of amino acid because they are protein in nature, but they are not protein because enzymes have an active site, protein don't have an active site. Next, MCQ number 14, which one forms the raw materials for coenzymes? So vitamins, they are the raw materials for the coenzymes. Coenzymes actually, these are the organic compound which attached with enzyme to increase its activity. Coming toward the MCQ number 15, which one of the following enzyme digests protein in acidic mediums? So that is pepsin, while trypsin digests the protein in basic medium or alkaline. Pepsin work in the stomach while trypsin work in in intestine. Coming toward the MCQ number 16, which one of the following factor does not affect the rate of enzyme action? That's water concentration. So option D is corrected. Coming toward the MCQ number 17, all of the following enzymes are protein in nature except ribozymes. These are ribosomes. Ribosomes have ribosomal RNA which show catalytic activity. They are not enzymes. Coming toward the MCQ number 18, which suffix is used for enzyme? That is ase. Option B is correct. Coming toward MCQ number 19, the rate of enzyme will be double up to certain limits if increase occur in temperature by 10 degrees Celsius. So option D is correct. Coming toward the MCQ number 20, all of the following are coenzyme except ATP. ATP is a nucleotide and that's considered to be the currency of energy that provides energy to the body. Next MCQ 21. Most of the enzymes work in alkaline mediums or basic mediums. So MCQ option B is correct. Coming toward MCQ number 22, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygens constitute about 10% of human body by weight. That MCQ has been selected from chapter number 2, biological molecules, from their introductions start. So the correct option of that MCQ, that is 95%. Option B is correct. Coming toward MCQ number 23. All of the following are the same in percentage compositions in both prokaryotes and eukaryote except. So that is D. This MCQ is again selected from chapter number 2, biological molecules, and from the introduction by comparing prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Coming toward MCQ number 24, the bond between two amino acids, that's called the peptide bonds, and the bond between two glucose molecules is called glycosidic bonds, and the bond between fatty acid and glycerol is called ester bond, and the bond between two nucleotides is called phosphodiester bonds. Coming toward the next MCQ, 25th, water would boils at minus 80 degrees Celsius. Option C is correct, but the condition is given in the absence of hydrogen bonds. That MCQ is given from the biological molecule chapter number 2, and the topic is the water and their properties. Coming toward the MCQ number 26, all of the following have aldehyde, the functional group, except fructose. Fructose is a hexose. They have a functional group is a fructose. Coming toward MCQ number 27, which one of the following is an example of heteropolysaccharide? This MCQ has been selected from chapter number 2, biological molecule, and the topic is carbohydrates. And polysaccharides, in federal books, we study different type of polysaccharide. One is homopolysaccharide and another is heteropolysaccharide. So murine is considered to be the heteropolysaccharide. So correct option is C. Coming toward the MCQ number 28, total number of peptide bond in a cellular molecule, that is 49. So MCQs, the correct option is C. Keep in your mind that insulin is made up of two polypeptide chains. One contains alpha 1 to 21 amino acids. So if they have 21 amino acids, so they contain 20 peptide bond. The beta chains, they contain 1 to 30 amino acids, and they have 29 peptide bonds. So total 51 amino acid is there, and total 59 peptide bond is present. And they have 3 polypeptide chain is present. In cellular molecule, you have 3 polypeptide chains. And cellular molecule have 2 polypeptide chains and 3 disulfide bridge. So number 29, what is the nature of glycerol? Glycerol is basically alcohol in nature. So option D is correct. This glycerol molecule react with fatty acids to form triglycerides or acylglycerol. MCQ number 30, all of the following are pyrimidine except guanine. Guanine is actually purine's double ring structures. Coming toward the next MCQ, that is 31. How many nucleotides are common in both DNA and RNA? 3. Because the difference between DNA and RNA is the thymines. In case of DNA, they have thymines, and RNA, they have a uracils. Coming toward MCQ number 32, ATP on hydrolysis produce dash amount of energy, 7 calories energy. Option C is correct. Sometimes in some book that is given 7.3 kilocalories. So that's also a correct option. Whenever we are going to convert this kilocalories energy into kilojoules, so obviously 1 calories is equivalent to 4.18 joule. So that's why we multiplied 7 with a 4.18. So their value is roundabouts, that is 29.26 joules. So when we convert them into the joule. Now, next MCQ, that is 33, water is most heavy at 4 degrees Celsius. While below 4 degrees Celsius, water is considered to be light. So that's why this behavior of water is called anomalous behavior or unusual behaviors. Next MCQ 34, sucrose and hydrolysis give rise to 2 monomers. One is called glucose and another is called fructose. Coming toward the next MCQ 35, the limitation of in a microscope is called resolving power. That MCQ that has been selected from the chapter number 1, and the topic is microscopy. While the examination of a cell and its component depend upon the magnification power of 2 convex lenses. Coming toward the next 36, pure form of cellulose is cotton. So option C is correct. Cotton is as well as paper is a pure form of cellulose. Coming toward the next MCQ, that's 37. All of the following are the use of cell wall except broth in agar media. Keep in your mind, broth in agar media, that's not the use of the cell wall. That's extracted from the algae. Next MCQ, that is 38. Which cell organelle is involved in the synthesis of cell wall? Golgi bodies, because Golgi bodies involved in polysaccharide synthesis from simple sugar, and as well as they form glycoprotein and glycolipids as well. Coming toward the MCQ number 39, unit membrane model of the cell membrane was put forward by Robertson's. For option C is corrected. Coming toward the MCQ number 40, a group of ribosomes attached to messenger RNA, that's phenomenon is called polysomes, also called the polyribosome, that's mostly common in prokaryotes. Next MCQ is coming toward the 41. A cell consists of dash components in all eukaryotes 3. Single cells consist of 3 components, their nucleus, cytoplasm, and cell membranes. Coming toward the next MCQ, that's 42. If objective lens is 10x, objective lens is a 10x, and the eyepiece is 6x. So eyepiece is 6x. So magnification power will be 60x. So that's why correct option of 42 number MCQ, that is option A. Coming toward the 43. All of the following stain can be used for separations of nuclei except for this purpose we use a track SMB. Once common term we use SMS. So SMS term we have changed into SMB. So safranine, methylene blue, and borax keramines, these are actually used for the nuclei. So that's why aniline sulfate is not used. So aniline sulfate that's used for the lignin. So that's why that's the correct options. Coming toward the next MCQs, 44. If 15 minutes is given to centrifugal machine to produce 20,000 gravity, which cell organelles can be isolated? Mitochondria. So mitochondria and as well as chloroplast is isolated because these are the 2 intermediate size cells organelle. Coming toward the next MCQs, 45. Which one of the following instrument in tissue culture is used for preservation or cryo storage container, that is the liquid nitrogens? They preserve the specimens. Coming toward the Next MCQ 46. The magnification power of electron microscope is dash time greater to the compound microscope. For that, we use the formula magnification power of electron microscope, that is 1 million times, and that of compound microscope, that is 10,000 times. So that's why by using this formula, so that's 100 times greater. So that's why correct option for MCQ number 46 is B. Next MCQ 47. Which one is the best suitable for cell membrane, plasma membrane? That selectively permeable term is best, because selectively permeability of cell membrane is due to the proteins molecules, while differential permeability of cell membrane is due to phospholipids. Coming toward the next MCQ 48, the largest subunit of eukaryotic ribosome is 6 ds, while the smallest subunit, that is a 4 ds. 49. Who discovered lysosome? Did you discovered lysosomes in 1949, and that's the single membrane cell organelle derived from the Golgi bodies. Coming toward the next MCQs, that's the 50. What is the diameter of centrioles? Centriole diameter is 0.2 micrometers, while their length is 0.3 to 0.5 micrometers. 51. Chromosomes number in a pigeon, that is 80. While in human, that is 46. In potato, tobacco, and these, they have 48 number of chromosomes. Coming toward the next MCQs, 52. Each of us have dash time greater the bacteria than our own body cell 10 times. Next, 53 number. Which one of the following is self-replicating cell organelles? Mitochondria and chloroplasts, these are considered to be self-replicating cell organelles because they have 70 ribosomes, they have circular DNA, and these have the ability to self-replicate as well. Coming toward the next MCQ 54, 9 plus 2 arrangement structure is found in flagella and as well as in cilia. 9 outer doublets and central 2 axonemes. Coming toward the next MCQ, that's 55. Ribosomes are synthesized and stored in nucleolus. So correct option is B. Coming toward the next MCQ, that's 56. Which one cell organelle is common in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes or ribosomes? But the size is different. In prokaryote, their size is 70s. In eukaryote, their size is 80s. Coming toward the next MCQ, 2 chromatids in chromosomes are held together by centromere. Centromere is also called primary constrictions. They join the 2 chromatids together, but the kinetochores, they are the proteins which held kinetochore fibers. Coming toward the next MCQ, that's 58. What is the shape of ubictrum isolatum? So that's a rod shape. That's actually ubictrum isolatum. That is dated by 3,500 million years ago. That's in a bacteria, and they have a rod shape. Coming to the next MCQ, that's 59. What one of the following is a mismatch in nucleotides? Thymine to thymine, that is actually a mismatch. So that's we also call it the tautomer. So during DNA replications, whenever that's formed, so proofreading mechanism, they kicked out and replaced by their normal nucleotides. 60. Which one of the following nitrogens base have methyl groups? Thymine. If we study the structure, so thymine have a methyl group. So next MCQ 61. Phosphate group attached to pentose sugar on carbon number 5, while nitrogenous base attached to carbon number 1. Coming toward the next MCQ, that's 62. James Watson, Francis Crick, and Maurice Wilkin jointly received the Nobel Prize in 1962 by doing their performance on the DNA model structures in 1953. Next MCQ, the base pair in the DNA is a plate with a distance of 0.34 nanometers. Well, their diameter is 2 nanometers. Next MCQ, that's 64. Total number of genetic code for isoleucine, that is 3. The isoleucine is encoded by 3 genetic codes. 65. What are the total number of amino acids each having 6 genetic codes? So that is 3. These are LAS, LAS mean leucine, arginine, and serine. So that is a tract. How to remember them? Leucine, arginine, and serine. These are 3 amino acids encoded by 6 genetic code. Coming to our next 66 MCQs, which one of the following polysaccharide have amino group attached to each glucose molecule? That's chitins. And this glucose molecule is called N-acetyl glucose amines. That's different from the normal glucose molecules. Coming toward the MCQ 67, second last MCQ, the simplest form of amino acid, that is glycine. So why simplest? Because we have studied the structure of amino acids. They have carboxylic groups, they have amino groups, they have hydrogen. This structure is common in all type of amino acids. The difference is only that they have R group. In case of glycine, the R group, that is simple hydrogen. When in case of alanine, they have methyl groups. So that's why simple amino acid is glycine, and that's also sweetest amino acid. Keep in your mind there are around about 170 amino acids, but 25 are major, but 20 amino acids made the structure of different protein molecules. Last MCQs. Lipids produce twice amount of energy as compared to carbohydrate and protein. That's due to carbon to hydrogen bonds. Because carbon to hydrogen bonds produce twice amount of energy as compared to proteins and carbohydrates. So that is the biology MCQs. Inshallah, meet you next time. Wish you best of luck. Allah Hafiz.